Webcams at ksby.com. What a great place to check out the beach before you head to it this weekend and be safe getting into the water with that Surfline forecast. This is the 101. We've been watching traffic today. At times got it really slowing down. There were some fender benders here and there, but things looking pretty good now. Temperatures in the 70s for pretty much everywhere except for Paso Robles at 84. That might seem, well, wow, that's still pretty warm. It's going to be nice concert weather, fair weather tonight and over the weekend. But again, our headline for the weather is this big time heat wave developing next week. Monday through Thursday at least for much of the interior. There's going to be 100-degree potential and a few days could even approach 110. Winds 20 miles per hour in Paso Robles right now. Elsewhere, the winds are 5 to 15. The marine layer's in at places like Morro Bay. We showed you that webcam a little bit earlier as well. It's going to expand later on tonight and early tomorrow morning and get into the channel as well. So the south coast is going to wake up to some gray skies. And then the clearing happens later in the morning, early afternoon, backing away but coming back in as we get into Saturday night. So big deal. How does this change? Well, as high pressure builds in on Sunday, it's going to start squishing down on the marine layer. We're going to start to see a little bit of northeasterly flow at times, and there you can see how it backs off a little bit as we get into Monday. Just the beginning of this heat wave, and also some instability building up in some of the area higher elevations as well as we get into next week's. Because heat and humidity, you get enough of that, boom, things start to pop. Paso Robles tomorrow, low 90s for daytime highs. That's not bad, just a couple of hours to think about that. The breeze, like today, will be up to 20 miles per hour late in the day out of the southwest. That's the cooling direction for Paso Robles, so confident in a pretty comfortable day in Paso. Santa Maria temperature near 80 degrees, and it's just kind of a quick little spike and then off the peak heat. San Luis has more of a plateau tomorrow. Westerly winds in the afternoon, much like today. A breeze, enough to kind of cool things down later in the day, but a nice run in the afternoon. Here you can see the low clouds starting to push in here. Yes, there still is monsoon out here to our east, and it is going to be a factor in the upcoming forecast. This ridge of high pressure here essentially backs into the west again, and its position, the ridge of that, does influence surface high pressure. When air gets squished down, high pressure squishing on top of you, it really minimizes the marine influence, and then air sinks, compresses, and dries out. And that's why we have all these excessive heat watches in place. San Luis and most of Santa Barbara County, it's Tuesday to Thursday. Santa Ynez Mountains and the South Coast, it's Monday through Thursday. And on top of that, we're also going to get some of these sundowner winds. 25 to 35 miles per hour, gust of 40, plus the heat, plus the dry air. The last time we saw a really significant sundowner, we had the Las Cruces fire. So we're on alert, and we want you to be on alert as well. Be aware and probably just avoid those peak heat moments of the day. Be aware about fires. Report anything you see that's suspicious. So it's a long run, honestly. It's at least 4, if not 5 days of really significant heat. But it's not here this weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Temperatures in the 70s for most, but Santa Ynez Valley near 90, Carpinteria 80, 94 Cuyama. Overnight lows for some will still be in the 60s. South Coast and the deep interior is still muggy enough to hold it in the mid-60s for lows. 91 San Miguel and Atascadero. 5-day forecast, again, that pop once we get into Tuesday and Wednesday. Santa Maria back into the 80s, Santa Barbara near 100, Paso Robles 103, 105, 107, and San Luis warming into the 90s by Tuesday and Wednesday. And we're back right after this.